Welcome to the latest episode of Drinking with the Stars. I'm Lucas Shaw here with Justine Ezarik. We're here at Mixology at the Grove, and Justine, who does not drink that much, has decided to order a White Russian. So if she just gulps it down in the middle of the show, because she's excited.
Just don't mind me. I don't think I've had one of these in like 5 years, but it's really good. It's like you're drinking like a little coffee milkshake that happens to have alcohol in it.
And you get to feel like you're the Big Lebowski for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
So what else are you working on now besides the AOL show?
I'm working on something that we're actually announcing this week, which is going to be really exciting, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm very excited about it.
You're announcing it this week. This will go up after you announce it.
Okay, yay, so I can tell you I'm writing a book! Which is kind of crazy because we were talking about the live streaming, so I really want this book to not only be sort of a crowdsourced type thing with my audience. I want them to help me write it. I want them to tell me what stories they want to see, what they actually want it to be about, but I really want it to kind of focus on that 6 months where I did live stream my life. The crazy things that happened, the crazy things that happened off the stream, like what happened when the stream went off, like what did I do, what was going on, like was there crazy things happening? I mean, there were times that the cops showed up because the internet called them, and there were times I thought that I was getting robbed, and then the cops showed up, and they're like, oh, you're that girl that was live streaming. So little stories like that that no one ever kind of heard about.
Right.
So yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Do you think of yourself as an actress, or are you more host, entertainer?
Really, no. I don't know what I am. I don't know what we are. Like all this whole new breed of these internet people. I mean, I guess sometimes I feel like I am playing a character. iJustine, which is sort of a character of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Guys, what are we? What are these internet people?
See, I do not have, if there's one thing that YouTubers do, it's to look straight at the camera.
Sorry, yeah.
No. Ask the question and like gesticulate with their hands, and that's just not something that I think to do. But it involves the viewer in a way. I mean, I notice you watch kind of any of especially the early YouTube videos. That's what everyone's doing. I mean,
it's so funny though, working on like big productions and big shows. I've always been like, look at the camera. They're like, stop it, just no, it's not here. I'm like, but they're watching and I want to talk to them. So it is kind of this whole new medium that I think is kind of, I don't know, it's changing the way that people are shooting things. It's changing the way that like hosts and actresses do interact.
Yeah.
You're talking to people, like they're out there watching it, so why not engage them? Are
you surprised at all by the amount of money that's now pouring in, whether it's the Twitch deal, which may not happen, or the Maker deal, or full screen eventually, in theory at least?
It's kind of crazy to really think about it. It's like a lot of these kids, me included, we sit in our room, talk to a camera, and a lot of that content is so valuable to a lot of brands and advertisers. And the thing is too, we have some of the stuff we use have zero budget other than the camera that we're shooting with, and it's hard for, I think, traditional Hollywood to kind of understand, like, how do we get into this? How do we tap this market? How many,
you were talking about, they want to get at that audience. You guys have a real sense of who is watching you. How would you describe your audience?
I guess it's interesting too because I do so many different things. I'll do cooking videos, I'll do gaming videos, and then I'll start talking about fashion or tech. So there's so many different avenues. So I think my audience it's kind of segregated, but it is a lot of a female audience, which is kind of amazing. And even on my gaming channel, there's still...
So what is your gaming channel like? How is it different from PewDiePie, Toby, any of those people?
I mean, we're still playing games, but I guess I think...
The games are different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the games are different. How we play is different, and the things that we talk about, I think, are different also. And I still try to keep my gaming channel sort of clean, not too much swearing, but I think that's also a thing, too, that a lot of parents don't want their kids watching some of this content because it is so vulgar, and I always like to have my stuff sort of be like that safe haven.
Well, thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching the latest episode of Drinking with the Stars. I'm Lucas Shaw, this is Justine Ezarik, and check out Hardwired on AOL.
Yay!
Cheers.
Cheers!